We are going to discuss about the natural vegetative propagation in plants and also the types and the examples of each of them. So what is vegetative propagation? So normally we know that the new plants are actually grown from seeds of the fruits. But in some cases, new plants can also be grown from other parts of the plant except the seeds. Which parts are those? The parts are roots, stems and leaves. So the process of reproduction where new plants are grown from vegetative parts of the plant, not from the reproductive part of the plant like the seed, is called vegetative propagation. First here we are concerned about the reproduction or vegetative propagation by stem. In which plants they are observed? In case of grass and in case of ginger, reproduction by stem can be observed. In case of grass and mint, etc., new roots and shoots grow from the nodes of the stem. What are the nodes of the stem? Nodes are the places from which new leaves are growing on the stem. And in case of grass and mint, new roots and shoots also grow from the nodes of the stem. And we can see that the stems are connected and the roots are growing from the nodes. In case of ginger, axillary buds grow from the nodes and also the internodes. Okay. Now the buds are actually protected in the nodes and internodes by some paper-like structures which are called the scale leaves. The scale leaves function to protect the buds, protect the germinating buds, and from these buds which are present at the nodes and internodes, new plants grow. Reproduction by stem is also observed in potatoes and onions. In case of potatoes, we have or we can observe some scar-like situations or scar-like portions on the surface of the potato. These are called the eyes of the potato. And these eyes of the potato actually contain the buds. And from these buds, new plants grow. So if you take a potato which has eyes or buds in its surface, and if you plant it in moist soil and then water the soil in like humid conditions or during the rainy seasons, you will see that the new plants are growing from the buds. So this is also reproduction or propagation by the stem. And in case of onion, what is it? In case of onion, the bulb or the bulb of onion has a thick short stem inside it. If we cut the onion into equal halves, we can see a whitish structure at the middle, and this is called the axillary bud. And from this axillary bud, we can also see the roots are actually growing. The root portion, we cut it out and we discard it. Those are the adventitious roots. And the axillary bud will actually grow into a new plant. Okay, so now the scale leaves of the onion are actually the modified leaves, and the scale leaves are actually doing what? They are protecting the axillary buds. Now if you cut the onion into two and without hurting the axillary bud, and you pot it in a plant and then soil and you water the soil, a new plant will come out from the axillary bud. The second type of vegetative propagation is reproduction by the leaves. So in Bryophyllum, we call it Pathorkuchi in Bengali, or the common name is Pathorkuchi. Buds are actually produced in the notches on the leaf margin. And when these buds fall off in the ground from the leaf margin, they will grow into a mature plant. So this is reproduction by leaf, which is seen in Bryophyllum, and it is also seen in or observed in Begonia plant as well. The third type is reproduction by the roots. So these vegetables, we take it in on a regular basis, like beetroot, radish, carrot, turnip. They all are the roots of the plants, and they are very thick in structure because they store food. Store a lot of food material. So lateral roots also grow from them. So they are the main taproot system, and the bud just above the taproot gives to a new plant. So whenever we are having a carrot and if we plant it in the soil and then water the soil, a new plant will actually grow from the carrot. So carrot, beetroot, radish and turnip, they all are vegetables. They all are vegetables, but they are some modified roots from which new plants can be grown. So what are the advantages and disadvantages of vegetative propagation? Since it does not involve new plant germination from a seed, it is a very fast process. If we cut a potato and place it in the soil and water the soil, then it will give rise to a new plant. So it is a very fast process and it is a sure method of propagation. The germination of seed depends on a lot of other factors which are external factors, but in case of vegetative propagation, it is a sure method of propagation. And all the good characters of the mother plant are also retained by the daughter plant. Suppose one carrot which I have planted in the soil is a very good carrot. It is very healthy. It has a very healthy growth rate. So the good characters of that mother carrot plant will also be retained by the daughter carrot plant which is growing from the mother carrot plant. So these are the advantages. And also besides the advantages, there are some disadvantages. So what are the disadvantages? So they are all genetically identical, right? So they are likely to be affected by a disease very easily. So suppose I am planting a carrot and then I am growing a new plant, and from that plant another new plant is growing. So they all are genetically identical. So if the mother carrot plant does not have resistance against any kind of disease or plant disease, so all of its offsprings will be affected by the same disease. And it is also restricted to a particular area. It does not get spread over a large area. So a lot of plants are present only in a limited area and they are competing for resources like the soil nutrients, sunlight, water, etc. So these are the disadvantages.